Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Last week, we discussed about the what? About the Sunyata Gotthasa Vada. There are 23 groups, okay? The 56 Dhammas are categorized into 23. So the first session is Sanghaha Nidisa, okay? Or Dhamma Vavatthana Vada, very detailed analysis of the Dhamma. Actually, that is a mentality that arises together with the first Mahakusala Chitta. So, after the day analysis of these Dhammas, the Buddha again explained these Dhammas collectively. The purpose of this explanation is that so you can see only the process, okay, within ourselves, within our body. There is a mentality. That mentality, they are not created by others, not caused by others. They are interconnected or interrelated to one another. They are supporting one another to rise. And also they can be grouped like this. 23 groups are there. So they are commentator trying to give why they are categorized into 23. So for example, because of Kanda, to be categorized into the Kanda, they should have a sense of being in group, Rasi, okay, Rasatena Kanda. And so, Ayatanathena, so Rasatena, because these Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana, so when they have been in group. So they have a nature of having in group. That's why they belong to Kanda and so on. Rasadena. So last week I make a kind of a list for you. Sorry. Yeah, here 23 groups. Rasadena, Ayatanathena, and then. So in the translation also you can see this kind of a words. So the point, the first paragraph in the commentary is that so in this Kothasa, or sometimes they call Sanghaha Vada, okay? Sanghaha Vada also, Kothasa Vada also they call. Sanghaha Vado, Arado. So in this Sanghaha Vada or Kothasa Vada, there are 3 parts. Udesa, Nidesa, and then Padinedesa. So here, Odessa is Dasamay Kobana Samayi Chadaro Kanda. Okay. Dasamay Kobana Samayi Chadaro Kanda. And then Ime Dhamma Kusala Abduta. This is called Odessa. And then after that, the paragraph, sorry, on the Dhammasaṅgaṇī, page number 26, paragraph number 28, there you can have a look. The first paragraph, paragraph number 58, the whole paragraph is what? Udisa. Okay, brief description of the Kothasa Vada. How these dhammas arises in group. So after that, paragraph number Dhammasaṅgaṇī, paragraph number 59. Kadami Dasamay Samaye Jadaro Kanda. Okay. Kadami Dasamay Samaye Jadaro Kanda. Okay, you see, from there, up to where? Up to paragraph number 63, page number 27. Okay. Ayanda Samay Samaye Vinyane Kando Hodi. Up to that, that is Nidesa. And then the last line, Ime Dasamay Samaye. Okay. Kadamo Dasamay Samaye Jadaro Kandadi Adiko Nidi so. Paragraph number 59 is Nidesa. Okay. Paragraph number 60 up to the 63, up to the end of 63, that is Pati Nidesa. So there are three sessions. Odessa, paragraph number 58. Nadesa is 59. Pati Nadesa is 60 to 63 for the Kanda. Okay, like that. For the Ayana also, or there will be Nadesa and Pati Nadesa. The Nadesa is the Kadamani Dasamay Samaye Dwadasa Dwayadana Ni Hondi Manayadanan Damayadana. Paragraph number 64. Nadesa. And then 65, and then where? 65, 66. They are Padinedesa for the Ayadana. So the structure of the Dhammasaṅgaṇī also we have to know like that. So that in this way, commentator is trying to analyze, trying to make us make it easy for us. Okay, so with this explanation, we can easily grasp. We can easily, how to say, overview. Okay, the Kodhasa session, Kodhasa Vada. So last week we already talked about the word ahara. For other things, it is okay, but for the ahara, there is something to be argued. So that's why commentator is take time to explain why the three Phasa, Chetana, and then Vijnana, only the three are called ahara. Among the 56 dhammas, okay? No other dhammas are, no other 53 dhammas are called ahara, but only do these Phasa, Chetana, and Vijnana, they are specifically named as ahara. So the reason they give a lot, so because they can be supportive, they can condition other dhammas to arise by means of sajada as well as ahara, nutriment. Jada make arise together among the 24 bhajaya, 24 conditions. Anyatha means by means of the nutriment. As a nutriment also they can be supportive. So also the another method, apronayo here they give on the paragraph number 197 or the Athasalini, they give apronayo. Internet process. So these three dhammas have an internet, has a special condition for the internet process. Yeah, ajadika santati. So here they trying to pick up like a Rubakaya, our physical body, Gavaligara Ahara, you know, the food that we partake is a special support for the maintenance of our body, physical body. So also our mental body, Namakaya. Vedana, so Phassa is a special condition for the Vedana to arise. So Chetana is a special condition for the Vijnana to arise, and then Vijnana is a special condition for the Namarupa to rise. So it is very clear with the understanding of the Paticca Samuppada. So that's why Paticca Samuppada is used as a reference here. So that point I just review. Last week we already discussed. So Indriya, for the Indriya, among the 22 Indriya, we have 8 Bhagalati, 8 Indriya. Okay, we have in the Pasama Kusala Jeta. By the time Pasama Kusala Jeta arise, there can be 8 faculties. Okay, Sada, Viriya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya, and so on. So also we have to keep in mind that because it is the first Mahakusala Jeta, there is a Swamanasa Vedana. And also BD associate. Okay, BD associate with how to say among the jhana pedas there is a BD, right? So if we are going to deal with the another Mahakusala Jeta, for example, Ubeka, at that time there will be no BD. As well as we have to change from the Somanasa Vedana to Ubeka Vedana. So Adukha Masuka. Okay, neither pleasant nor painful feeling. But here in this context now, first Mahakusala Jeta, that's why there is a how to say Somanas Indriya is there. Okay. So there is no much. There is no much different specialty here, but Adipati Yatina, they are because they are being in the sense of a predominance. The predominance in their faculty, in their department. For example, Saddha, Viriya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya, and so on. They have their because they are something like they are head of a department, okay? Something like they are the head of a department. So they have a special influence on that, on their respective department. So that's why it is called Adhipati Yatina. Now what says Atina Voda Atindriya Nihonditi. Then another is Upanijayanatina, Janangani, Jananga, Jana factors. Jana factors there are 5. We all know that. Vidaka, Vijara, Piti, Sukha, Chittasi, Gagata. because they have a qualitative force that do remain to keep our mind on one object. Okay, uh, for a how to say for a time, determined time. For example, maybe we can keep our mind on the in breath and out breath for 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, and so on, without moving our mind onto the another object. So they look at maybe they look at without they look at only on this object. So penetrate it. So something like we penetrate with something very with a sharp object. Then we can try to see something inside. So also if these jhana feathers are very important part because mostly our mind is running like a monkey mind. Monkey mind jumping from one branch to another, like a monkey which is that is jumping from one branch to another. So also our mind is maybe trying to catch one object to another. Okay, try to run, and then someday whatever we encounter with the object, we trying to catch it and then let it go, catch and go. Something like a catch and release. Catch, and then after that release, and then jump. So since we are running with a high speed, okay, we cannot see things very clearly. Okay, sometimes we may see, you may be driving, okay, on a highway with a high speed, okay, 100 or 120, or maybe in Myanmar is 120 is so much already. They are allowed because our roads are not so good. So that's why 100. Okay. So we can give 100 meter or I don't know what per hour. In Myanmar we mostly use a mileage, right? Mileage. တစ်နာရီ mile 60. So we are allowed to drive only 60 miles. 60 miles for for an hour. So more than that is said to be dangerous. Suppose we are driving like this with a high speed, okay, on the highway. So everything is running. We are running through very quickly. So whatever they exist on the roadside, we cannot see very clearly. Just pass through. But if we reduce the speed and then drive it slowly, maybe from 60 miles to maybe 40 miles, you can see more clearly. Or if you get out of the car and then if you walk, you can see more clearly, right? Whatever is on the roadside. Or even if you stop there, stand and then look at, then everything become more clear. So also, we have to we have to control our mind with these faculties, with these feathers, jhani feathers, vidaka, vijara, piti, sukha, ekagata. So initial thought, initial application of the thought on the object. So in the very beginning, vidaka is a very useful to put our mind on the object, okay? To apply our mind on the object. So, and then vijara, trying to, trying to rest on the object, trying to keep our mind on the object. Sustain, that's why they call sustain the application of a thought. And then we start to rejoice, PD, appreciate. Okay, and then sukha, we feel happy. So there we will not move to another place. And then since we feel happy with this, and then we will remain there. Suppose you are happy there to be there, then you will not move to another place. Okay, so also our mind has such a nature. So these 5 fetters are very important fetters in our meditative practice, as well as whatever we do. If you are running a business or whatever, suppose if you are reading a book also, if we have this 5 kinds of things, jhana fetters are there, then very easy to see things very clearly, to understand the Dhamma very clearly, okay, to understand whatever reading in a book or on a paragraph, what does it mean? So that's why the Mahasadipatthana Sutta also like that. There, Buddha encouraged his disciples to keep our mind on the in-breath and out-breath, right? Sadowa asasati, sadowa pasasati. Okay. And then if we keep our mind on the in-breath and out-breath for a longer time, then we will come to realize, oh, it is a long breath and then a short breath and so on, right? Our duty is just to take note whether it is long or short. It doesn't matter. If it is long in breath, the breath is long, then we have to take note, just a long breath, short breath, and so on. And then if we keep on knowing what is pasambayang kaya sankharam, so if we keep our mind on the in-breath and out-breath, at that time what we can see more is that the anabana in-breath and out-breath become what happened? Subtle and more subtle. So sometimes you will know, where is it? Whether sometimes we worry that whether do I stay, there is an in-breath or out-breath, whether I'm inhaling or exhaling and so on. Okay. That is the power, collective force of the jhana fetters. Okay, collective force of the jhana fetters. So the more these fetters are there, then the more we can be concentrated. So that's why it is called Upanijjhayana Thena. So in the meditative instructions, we have 2 kinds of Upanijjhana, Aramana Upanijjhana, and then Lakkhana Upanijjhana. So looking at the Aramana object, or looking at the Lakkhana characteristics. Okay? Looking at the Aramana it may be what? A Samatha. Lakhanupanejana is maybe Vipassana part. So your Vipassana masters will explain very much in detail about that. And then the next one is a mega, very important part. Niyanati naja, hidwati naja, panji vadama, megangani hondi. So there are 2 reasons. Nayanatena, hidwatena here, meganka, nayana. So because in the sense of the liberation, okay, nayana. So it leading, nayana, it leads us or lead the beings to the liberation. So because it is a mega. That's why it is called mega. Okay? Whatever mega you have, mega means simply road, okay, street. So that road or street lead us to a certain destiny or certain destination. So also it can serve as a hetu. Okay, hetu. Hetu is here not a root. Okay, don't confuse with the root meaning. Mostly we have a hedu sangaha or maybe hedu. Well, if we hear the word hedu, so mostly we visualize what loba dosa more, aloba dosa are more, right? So also, if you study Patana, Hedu Bachayodi, Hedu, Samyutaka, and Dhamana, right? So there are also 6 kinds of the root. But here I don't consider Hedu as a root, Mula, but Hedu is a Bachaya, okay? Hedu has a many meaning. Bachaya, and then Mula, here is not Mula, not in the sense of the root cause, but as a simply cause, Pachaya. Panchewa Dhamma Magingani Hondi. Okay, so if you look at the Bali, paragraph number 58. So there you see Chattaro Khanda Hondi, Dwayarana Ni Hondi, two Irana, Dveda do your Hondi, two root, two element. And then the your Ahara Hondi, 3 nutriment, Atindriyani, 8 faculties, Panjangi Ganjana Hodi, high Jana fetters, and then and also Panjangi go Mega Hodi. Yeah, Mega is only 5. Okay. So whenever first Mahakusala Jeda arise, there is only what 5 Meganga. So 5 Meganga. So except the Vidadi, right? Vidadi, we have a 3 Vidadi, right? Sama Vaja, Sama Kamanda, Sama Ajiva. Apart from these 3 Vidadi, the remaining mega feathers are there. So whenever Pasma Kusala Jeda arise, so these 5 path feathers, they arise. Here also there is some argument. Kenjabi he atingi go Ariya Mego. I will share translation. This one. Next 8 states controlling faculty. Sorry. Controlling faculty is what? Indriya. Here in this session, next 5 states are path feathers in the sense of a means of escape from the round of existence. That is Nayanathena is a means of escape from the round of existence. And also in the sense of being the condition of reaching nirvana. So, Hiduthena. So it's a condition for what? For reaching nirvana, for the attainment of a nirvana. So without this, there will be, it will not be possible for us to attain the nirvana. Hence, it is said that there is a 5-fold path. So their argument is that Kenjabihi Atingi go Ariya Mego Logiya Jade Bana Igakani Teso Vidadiyo Nalavandi. Tasama Panjangiko Di Odo. Why there are only 5? Okay, 5 padas are there. Kinjabi Adiyo Atingigo Mego. Mostly we say Adiyo Atingigo Mego, 8 Four Noble Path. Okay, why? Here there's only 5. So because in the Logia Jeda, Igakani at the one moment, okay, at the same moment, they saw with the Dio Nalabandi. 3 abstinences are not available. They cannot arise together at the same moment. That's why Banjangi go the Hodo. So mostly we are very familiar with the Eightfold Noble Path. So but here, the Buddha in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī Pali, when the first Magusala Chitta arises, there is only 5. Okay, path padas are there. So the Buddha listed. Why? There may be the question may arise. Lokiya Jede Bana Igakani. In the worldly consciousness, the 3 abstinences are not obtained at one and the same instant. Igakani, they translate, comment, it at one in the same instant. So that's why when you study in the Mahagusala Jeda, right? No. When you study Jidasika chapter, when you study Jidasika chapter about the Vidadi, right? Vidadi Jidasika Sambhayoga method. Vidadi Yobana, they saw be Logodara Jedesu. Sabata be Niyada Igadowa Lavandi. So in the Vidamada Sangha, it Vidadi Jedasika associated with the 16, right? 8 plus 8. 8 Logodara Jeda, 8 Mahagusala Jeda. In the bad, the Abhidhamma Sangha, Banduroda divided. We did the Yavana, they saw the Logodara Jedesu. Okay? In the Logodara Jeda, Sabbatavi always, Sabbatavi everywhere. Okay? Whenever it arises. Niyada always, Igadowa together. Okay? Sabbatavi Niyada Igadowa Lavandi. 3 Vidadi Chidasika arise together. Every time Logodara Jeda arises. Okay? At the same moment they can rise. 3 can arise together. Loki Yesu Bana Kamojara Kusaledu Sueva. But among the mundane, only in the Kamojara Kusala Jeda. Loki Yesu Bana Kamawajara Kusale Sueva Kadaji. Sometimes, Nana separately, Sunday, Wisdom. Okay, Wisdom, separately they rise. So sometimes when you refrain from, only when we refrain from the daily life or daily abusive language, using abusive language or whatever, harsh speech or vain talk and so on, other day, there is a Samma Vaja. No Samma Kamanda, no Samma Ajiva. Only when we are trying to abstain from involving in the wrong livelihood, then there will be Samma Ajiva, not Samma Vaja and Samma Kamanda and so on. So that's why in the Lokiya Jeda, especially in the Mahakusala Jeda, 3 Vidadi cannot arise at the same in one moment. Okay. Therefore, Panjangi go the Wodo. Okay, that's why That's why here in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī Bali, Virati is included under the Yevabanaka Dhamma, not in the 56 Dhammas, but among the extra 9 Dhamma, okay? Virati, because they are not sure to rise. So here also another argument again, Nanuja, Yathagata Mego Diko Bhikkhu, Ariya Siddham, Adhengikasa Megasa Adivajanandi. Okay, that Sutta is Samyutta Nikaya, Salayana Waka Samyutta, Kinsuka Sutta, Kinsukobama, or in Bali, in Myanmar tradition we go Kinsukobama Sutta. A simile of the what? Simile of a fruit tree, yeah. Simile of a tree or fruit, a flower. Kinsuga. In the essence to inside, it is translated as a what? The red or red. Okay, red tree. But the if we look at the botanical term, it's called Buddhi, Budea, like a Buddhi tree. Something like a what? Fire or the forest. Because when that tree bear flowers, the whole tree there will be no leaves at all, and then the whole tree become very red. So that the flower very beautiful, but no smell, no odor, odorless. So that's why in Myanmar, our Asian teacher mostly they have a very close relationship with India. So Indian admonishment, guidance, needy we call they right. They are much influence. They have much influence on the Myanmar culture, and that's why our Asian teachers or senior persons they mostly say what don't be like a what don't be similar to the Kinsuga flower. In Myanmar we go Pao Ban, right? Pao Ban. Kinsuga means what? Because it has only color, beautiful, but no order, orderless. So some people they are very beautiful, handsome, and so on, but they are very ugly. There is no essence in characteristics and so on. Kinsuga flower, yeah, Kinsuga flower. They got what? Booty flowers also. If you search in the Google, India, and beaches are also there, booty flower. Or some, the tree they go what? Fire or the forest. Fire or the forest. But we are advised not to behave like a Kinsuka flower. But not in that sutta. In that sutta, the Buddha gave a simile of that flower. Okay. So because if you read the sutta, very interesting. So Sayadaw Samyutta is there are many interesting discourses there regarding our view. So in that discourse, the man he is very interested in the clarity of pure view, okay, dasana, suvisoda, whether in what extent can we regard our view is pure? Suppose with this kind of question, we need to ask ourselves also whether our view is really clear, really pure or not. Okay, so he go from one monk to another, one monk to another, and then by asking, so what do you think? What do you think? Uh, uh, to what extent your view is said to be clear or pure and so on. So they have a different interpretation, different answer, because they see different perspective of the truth. So that point also very important. And then finally he went to the Buddha and they asked, because he don't satisfy with the answers of another monks. That's why he finally went to the Buddha. And then that time the Buddha explained with the simile of the cane suka. Cane suka means cane, suppose asugo, cane asugo, ko asugo, something like that. Who are you? Something like that. Cane, who? Or here means for the flower, cane asuga. What is this flower? Cane asuga. Because it is so beautiful, in your eyesight when you see, then you are sure to ask, oh, what is this flower? How to got this flower and so on. So from that, maybe from that sense, it gets the name of the Kinsuka. Okay, Kinsuka. What is this? What is this flower? So, but technically, botanical term is Buddhi. And I don't know whether do you have it in your country or in Myanmar, we go what? Atuen La San Lu Pao Ban. So don't become a Lu Pao Ban. Lu means a human being. Pao Ban means similar to Kensuga. Okay? Don't behave like a what Kensuga. And also when you see when you are talking uh, uh, on the brain talk, when you spend a lot of time by using by expressing about the something which is not beneficial. So sometimes we make a lot of joke and so on. So our uh, senior people they say, "Pao ban zai pyo de, pao ban zai." Pao ban zai pyo de. Pao ban zai means that there may be how to say. Many fruits are there, many flowers are there, but no price at all, no value. If we say a lot of things, but there is no value at all, then that is called Pao Panzi. In with the Kesuga, we have a lot of admonishment in Myanmar. We have so in that Sutta. So trying to find the time to read the Sutta, interesting. You will get. I'm sure that you will get some insight from that by reading this sutta. So by in that sutta, at the end of the nearly the end of the sutta, the Buddha explained that what Yathagata Mego di ko bhikkhu riya sedam adingigasa megasa hodo. Yathagata Mego, the what the Yathagata Mega. The road, mega is the road. Yathagata, that has been through which you have become, okay? Through which you have become. So it means what? Something like an old road, or maybe, yeah, the road that you have used, or the road through which you have become Yathagata Mega. So Yatagata Mega means Noble Eightfold Path. So in the Samyutta Nikaya, the Buddha said. So in that the Sutta, and then Yatewa Logodara Mego Atengigo, like a Logodara Mega has a path. Okay. So also Boba Bhaga Vipassana Megobi. Okay. Boba Bhaga Vipassana Megobi. Tatewa Atengigo. So similarly, even the it is not yet the Logodara Mega, but just a preliminary preparation for the attainment of a Riya Mega, Logodara Mega. So that they go Vipassana Mega. In the level of a Vipassana Mega also, there is a Eightfold Noble Path. A path are there. So because of that, Logiya Megi Nabi, Atengi Na Bhavidava Nanu. So the one Nanu that appear in the very beginning of the sentence should be joined with the Bhavidava. Bhavidava Nanu. So what does it mean is that Lokiya Mega also there should be eight parts, okay, not 5, because referring to that discourse. Because Yatagata Mega before the attainment of the Noble Eightfold Path, Ariya Mega. Also, we have an eightfold Noble Path. So also when we attain the no Ariya Path, that day also we have a Eightfold Noble Path. So the difference is that in English also, whenever we have a question, the question mark, what, when, how, okay, who, something like that, or W or H word, they appear in the very beginning, right? So also in the Pali, because it belongs to Indo-Aryan languages, okay, Indo-Aryan language family. That's why here Nanu appear first in the question, okay. Bhuidava Nanu. So when we translate, we have to translate as Bhuidava Nanu. So there should be like a Evolution path in the Riya Mega. So the answer is that na Bhuidava, it should not be. Why? Ayan okay, ayan hi Sudandika Desana Nama Pariyaya Desana. Okay, that one is very important. Ne, Nabhavidava here, Nabhavidava, ne, it should not be. This Sudandika teaching is carried out by expounding. Pariyaya Desana. Pariyaya Desana. So it is translated as expounding. Not directly. Pariyaya means conventional, okay, something like a conventional teaching. Trying to make people understand. So sometimes not directly, but indirectly, also you can take it. So Pariyaya Desana, Tenaha, that's why the Buddha said, Ubiwa ko Banasa Kaya Kamam, Wajikama, Ajivo, Supri Suto, Hodi, Hodi, because in the Sudanda, that is Majjhima Nikaya, quotation from the Majjhima Nikaya, Uparipana Sapali. So that Sutta name is a very, how to say, the name of that Sutta is a little bit strange. So you can have a look there. There, first, the Buddha explained there, how to say, 5 mega. Okay, Panchangika mega is there, firstly. And then after that, the Buddha, how to say, use this word. Bhubewa Kopanasa Kaya Gamma. This Kaya Gamma is a Samagamanda. Kaya Gamma Subri Sudo Hodi. Bhubewa previously. Suppose you practice in meditation. You are in the meditation practice. Before you involved in the meditation practice, you already understand clear, okay, cut off any other improper bodily action, improper verbal action previously. And also, you already cut off improper livelihood, wrong livelihood. That's why Bhubewa Ko Banasa Kaya Gama Waji Gama Ajibo Subri Sudo Hodi. So it means that a different moment, okay, Samawaja, Samagamada, Sama Ajiva arises in a different moment. Previously, uh, uh, before we practice the meditation already, they are already there. Okay, when we are involved in the actual practice of meditation, there are only 5. Okay, Samadhi, Sama Vayama, Sama Sati, Sama Samadhi. Okay, Samadhi, Sama Sankappa, Sama Vayama, Sama Sati, Sama Samadhi. So these 5 are really actually involved during the meditation practice. So they say they are in the Igakana in the one moment. But in the for the 3 Viradi, they are in the previous moment before we practice meditation. So that's the Majjhima Nikaya is quoted. And then here commentator trying to say Ayambana Nipriyaya Desana. Okay, Ayambana Nipriyaya Desana. Yeah, verily. Before this happened, his bodily as bucket as in life were quite pure, but this is a bare teaching without exposition. It's a Nibriyaya Desana. Wonderful. Maybe in the footnote they give Nibriyaya Desana. They don't say anything. So Nibriyaya means the direct teaching. Only whatever the Buddha explained here, only the Dhamma that really arises at the moment, and not inclusive previous the Dhamma that arises before. So that's why here we have only 3. Lokiya Citta Samayi Hi Lokiya Citta Samayi Teso Viradiyo Ekakhani Nalabandi. Okay, at the same moment, or the arising of a Pasama Kusala Citta, it cannot arise together at the same moment. That's why here we have only Panchankika Mega. So in in Myanmar also, Mogo meditation method. Okay, Mogo meditation. Mogo Sayadaw is a very famous regarding his meditative experience, instructions, or very innovative teaching of the maybe wheel, creation of the wheel, or the cycle of birth and death. But they just move on. So mostly Sayadaw in his talk use this 5 feathers. Okay, 5 feathers. Lokiya Meginga. Okay, Lokiya Meginga. There are only 5. Meditation in the meditation, walking Meginga. The path feather that walk in the meditation in the meditation practice. So that is only 5, not 8. He mostly remind. So Panchankika Mega. So if you hear that kind of a talk, so don't be strange, don't be agitated, because this one is Athasalini already explained there. And also that explanation is without the reference from the Buddha's word. In the Majjhima Nikaya, the Buddha explained that. Tara directly explained that. So, Pobiwa Kopanasa Kaya Gama Wajigama Ajiwa Subri Sodo Hoti, like that. So, trying to read the Soda also, it is interesting. Soda. So that is about the why there are 5-4 Panjangigo Hoti Mego and then Sada Balani on the strength, energy, how many? 7. Okay, not shaking. If we are strong, we will not be shaking, moving, trembling, because you are strong enough. Sada, Vidya, Sati, Samadhi, Banya, and so on. This one you have to study. And then another is what? Panjan Sada Balani, Teo Hedu, there is a root. Okay, in the sense of the root condition. 3 states are root conditions in the sense of the roots. Okay, so the remaining things is not honestly not difficult for you to read by yourself and understand. So one pasa, because it has only one nature. So among these 56 dhammas, pasa pusanatena, right? Pusanatena. Pusanatena paso. Yeah. Ego dhamma, only the one dhamma that has in the sense of a touching, contact, in the sense of a feeling, sensation, that is a vedana. So if they can group, so the Buddha put it in one group. So altogether, 23 dhammas, they are explained in the day with the Odesa, Nedesa, and Parinedesa session. Then finally, what do you see? Abhanavada. Abhanavada is Yewabana Dasame Samaye Ati Padeja Samobana Arubino Dhamma Ime Dhamma Gusala. Something like that. The last on the paragraph number, page number 35. Paragraph number 120. The last part. That is called Yewabana Dasame Samaye. Okay, Anyebi Adi Padeja Samobana Arubino Dhamma Ime Dhamma Kusala. That is Abhanavada they call it. So here also you can understand that with this session the Buddha want to cover all the possible dhammas. That is the 9 possible dhammas, right? We already discussed in the previous session, Dhamma Vavotana session. So all the themes are the same. So that's why here commentator also will not explain in detail about that. So with that, we finish what? Kothasawada. So with the Kothasawada, if you read detail in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī Pali together with the Atthakatha, Atthakatha is just trying to clarify whatever seemed to be whatever seemed to be not obvious, okay, whatever seemed to be, to be disputed, okay, other day community that take place and they explain. But the real thing is in the Pali text. Dhammasaṅgaṇī Pali, you see the Buddha trying to analyze, with the Dhamma Vavotana session, the Buddha trying to analyze, very analysis, okay. Even at the very moment, very short moment, there arise a Mahakusala Ceta. First Mahakusala Ceta. Then there, the Buddha's analytical power, you see. So they are, okay, they can arise 56 Dhamma. Individually, okay, the Buddha explains what is this, and then to the devas, to the human beings, it may be body, right? Either you also feel body. But to the deities, they are very quick wisdom. They can follow the Buddha's word. And also after that, the Buddha trying to categorize into 23 groups. And then the purpose is that there is only the process, only the Dhamma. The nature is there. No God, no creator, okay? No permanence. Even though, finally we will see what there is no I, no my, no he, no you, no she, and so on. So that point, with this purpose in mind, we have to read the Dhammasaṅgaṇī, Pali, and then try to understand what is the meaning, what is the purpose, or the teaching the Dhammasaṅgaṇī or studying Dhammasaṅgaṇī. So with that, I think it is already 8 o'clock. Thank you so much for your listening. So,
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sayadaw.
Sayadaw.
so by reciting Buddha Sasana Jiran Ditadu, Buddha Sasana Jiran Ditadu, Buddha Sasana Jiran Ditadu, Buddha Sasana Jiran Ditadu, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Take
Thank you
care.
so much, Sayadaw.
Welcome.
Thank you, Sarah.
Take care. Take care.